Welcome back, my loves. I'm Andrea, and welcome to Life as I Know It. Today, I have some quick and easy fall DIYs for your home decor. You can pin them up now and keep them until we get into the Christmas season. The majority of materials that I will use will come from the dollar store. So with that being said, thank you for stopping by. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. Now I'm going to take my roller blade and roll it over the back of the canvas because what we want to do is get the canvas from the wood. This is an 8x10 canvas from the Dollar Tree. Now you can use this or a X-Acto knife or anything sharp that you can get the canvas away from the wood. And once you have it cut, I'm just going to start pulling the canvas apart. Now you can use this canvas, so save it for another project. Now for this project, I'm going to use 6 8x10 canvas. You can either use a smaller size canvas or you can add more canvas to your project. So just take your time because you don't want to damage the wood. But like I said, we're going to take the canvas from the wooden frame and put the canvas to the side. Now, if you have any of the canvas still stapled to the frame, you can leave it on there. I chose to take it off, but this will be the back part of your frame. You can remove the staples also, but I'm going to leave them in because this will be the back part. So I'm going to show you how to do this with a X-Acto knife, and this is the exact same thing. Just be careful when you're pressing down on your canvas because you don't want to split the wood. If you have a box cutter, you can also use that to cut the canvas away from the frame. I'm going to use Wavery Wax colored paint to cover the canvas, and what I'm going to do is paint the whole canvas, and then I'm going to take a baby wipe and wipe off all the excess paint. You can paint these any color that you want. I decided just to do it brown so that way we can keep it this color, and every decor that we put on there, it'll just be that wooden color of a frame. But use it to match whatever color decor you have in your home. Now you can take a baby wipe or a wet cloth and wipe off the excess paint. Now I'm going to use the wood glue that I got from the dollar store to attach the frames together. You can use wood glue or you can go ahead and use your hot glue gun to put them together. And once I have them together, what I'm going to do is take the little clamps and clamp them together so they can dry. And while you're attaching them together, if any glue comes up, you can just go ahead and take that baby wipe or a wet cloth and wipe them down. And once they're dry, I'm going to go ahead and start attaching my 3 sets together and then let them dry. I'm going to take these little sticks that I got from either Lowe's or Home Depot, one or the other. I believe it's 20 in the pack for like $1.98. If you can't find these, you can use popsicle sticks. All we're going to do is put some more wood glue on the back of the sticks and place them on the back of our frame for reinforcement. So use popsicle sticks if you can find these. Fine. If not, either one will secure our frame together. Now I got these flowers from the dollar store, and what I'm going to do is put 3 on each side, and then I'm just going to use wire to attach them together in the middle so that we can take these and attach them to our little frame. Now we're just going to go ahead and cut the wire. We're going to have little pieces. So what we're going to do is take those 2 small pieces and wrap them around together and then just cut them off also. And we're going to take that same green wire and use that to wrap our flowers around our frame. I believe I got this frame from Dollar Tree a while back, and I love it because we're going to put the flowers on there and it has the hook on the top, which we can use some ribbon or twine to take through it to hang it up. Or if you had a nail or already had a little hook up, you can just use that and clip it right on. Now that we have that done, we're going to get some hot glue, get a ribbon, and we're going to take the ribbon and cover up the wire. Just take the ribbon and wrap it around a couple times until the wire is covered and you're satisfied with the way that it looks. Now, if you don't plan to take this apart, which I don't, make sure you just add a little hot glue as you're wrapping the ribbon around the flowers. I'm going to take this little hook right here, put a little hot glue on it, and attach it to the back of the frame. We're going to take some twine, or you can use ribbon through the little hoop. And what we're going to do is make a circle, tie it in a knot, cut off the excess, and then we're going to use that hoop to hang it from the back of the hook, and it'll hang really nice on our frame. And once we have that hanging down, we are done with this DIY. I got this sweater yarn from Michael's at the end of the season, and the wooden pumpkins came from Target. They were $5 with half off. So we're going to take these items and we're going to go ahead and decorate them. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this wooden pumpkin, add a little hot glue to it, and I'm going to go ahead and take our ribbon and attach it to the pumpkin on the back of it. Now, when I saw this sweater yarn from Michael's, I was like, what can we do with this? So I grabbed it, and it is coming in handy because we can decorate not only a tree with it, we can also decorate our pumpkins with it. We're going to wrap our sweater around our wooden pumpkin and just pour it as tight as we can. And then we're going to start adding some hot glue. You could also use fabric glue if you want to, or E6000. And we're just going to keep pulling the sweater, adding hot glue, and molding the sweater around the wooden pumpkin. And once we have our pumpkin totally covered and everything is sealed, we're just going to take the scissors and cut off the excess yarn. Now we're going to take this little chain and we're going to hot glue it to the top. You can use anything. Now I got this little chain from AliExpress. Now, I know a lot of people order stuff from Temu. I've ordered some craft stuff, but I'm an AliExpress. I enjoy AliExpress. It takes 2 to 3 weeks, but I really have never had any problems with any of my craft items that I bought from there. And this is something I probably paid maybe 50 cents for. So we're just going to take the little chain and wrap it around. Now, you can buy items like this also at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I know you definitely can get gold or silver yarn and wrap that around it if you want. You can use anything to decorate that you already have. You don't have to go out and buy anything. I am really trying to use everything that I have in my stash because I dread having to repack all these items again when I move. So use what you have. Look around and see what you have in your craft stash. We're going to take this little piece of jewelry, add some hot glue to the back of it. You can use a button, you can use an old pendant to attach to the top. And once that's on there, we are done with this DIY. Now we got this pumpkin from the dollar store. We're going to pull the stem out. And then we're going to take this pumpkin and we're going to wrap it around with our sweater yarn. So we're going to add a little hot glue on the top. And then we're going to take the sweater and attach it to the pumpkin. We're going to pull it and stretch it. And there we go. We're just going to cover that up. We don't worry about the hole because we will be able to put the stem right back in. So we're just going to add some more hot glue and continue to pour the ribbon sweater around the pumpkin. Just continue to pour the sweater and add hot glue. You see I got my little rubber fingers on, so definitely use those if you have it. And you know we can get these 3 in the pack at the dollar store. So definitely grab them because they do come in handy and you don't want to burn the tip of your finger. And we're just going to keep pulling the sweater over our pumpkin and just pull it and mold it. And hopefully you can find this sweater yarn in Michael's. I'm not sure whether or not they're going to bring it back this year. My Michael's does not have its Christmas items out at this moment. They still have a lot of Halloween and fall items out. And once our pumpkin is fully covered, we're just going to take the scissors and cut off the excess yarn. And then we're just going to take it and pull it and mold it around our pumpkin and adding hot glue. And any excess left of the sweater, we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to go ahead, cut it off, and then add the hot glue and tack it down. If you have any old jewelry around, you can take it and attach it to the sweater like we did right here. And all I did was glue them on. And now what we're going to do is take these little pearl rhinestones and we're going to cover our stem completely with these little pearls. Now this part is optional. You don't have to put the jewelry on there if you don't want to. I had them, so I just went on ahead and attached them to the pumpkin. I think the little pendant makes the pumpkins look a little high end. And once we have the stem covered with our pearls, we are done with this DIY. Now I got this pedestal from TJ Maxx. It was $6.99. The foam and the flowers came from the dollar store. So what I did was take a bundle of leaves and I cut them down, and I'm going to use the leaves to cover the foam. Now, if you don't want to use leaves, you can always use fall flowers. I also took one of the Dollar Tree picks that had fall items on it, and I just cut that down, and then I placed that throughout our arrangement. Any pieces that you have left in your stash that you want to add into your decor, I suggest that you do that. Always try to see what you have on hand to use first or to add on before you buy more products. Now it took about 4 picks to cover this up, and then just the little pieces that I had in my stash that I added on. You just want to make sure that your foam is covered up. And once we have that already covered up, I'm going to put it to the side. Now I'm going to take this pumpkin that I got from Walmart last year for probably $1 or less. I'm going to put a generous amount of hot glue on the bottom of it, and then we're going to just go ahead and attach it to the top of our foam. And we're going to put this aside so we can go ahead and work on our bow. Now we're going to take our ribbon and we're going to fold it over in half. And like I always say with your bows, you can make them 6, 8. For this project right here, definitely 6 to 8 inches is a good bow. So we're going to fold our bow over, twist our ribbon, and then we're going to make another bow. And once we have our bows fluffed out, all we're going to do is take our scissors and cut. And what we're going to do is take this ribbon just the way it is, our little bow, and take one of those tuxedo pins, and we're going to use that tuxedo pin to place it inside of our pumpkin. I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to go ahead and make one loop, pinch it in my hand, and then I'm going to take the ribbon, twist it, and make another loop. Make sure I have my loops just the way I want them. And once I have both loops together and they look good, the sizes are the same, I'm going to go ahead and cut that ribbon and get another tuxedo pin. And I'm going to take that tuxedo pin and the ribbon and stick it right into the foam. And once I have my second bow attached, I'm just going to go around, make sure that I don't see any of that foam peeking out. And once I'm satisfied with that, we are done with this DIY. Now I'm going to take the lights that I got from the dollar store. I'm going to attach it to the inside of the top part of this lantern. Now this lantern came from Pop Shelf. It was $20 and I got it for $12. And then I'm going to just go ahead and put some pine cones and some little pumpkins that I got from the dollar store, and I'm going to fill it inside of the lantern. So all the pumpkins that I am putting inside did come from the dollar store, and it's still fall, so we can use our lantern with the pumpkins inside. And you can put this outside or leave it in. Now, since this one is made of wood, I'm definitely going to just leave this inside and put it by our fireplace. But I just decided, since I had so many pumpkins, that I just wanted to add them inside of this lantern. You can use any texture of pumpkins to put inside of this lantern. If you want to use all one color or multicolors, that's fine. Because all we're going to do is fill this up to the top. We can put a little flowers and some picks in here and just decorate it for the fall. Now this is a wooden one, so like I said before, I wouldn't put this outside. But if it was one of my metal ones, I would definitely put this outside. Now if you have a closed-in porch, you might be able to just go ahead and put this on a little stand and keep this in your closed-in porch or your yard if it's closed in, where the rain or snow won't get to it. Now, once we have our lantern full with our pumpkins and our pine cones and our little picks inside, what we're going to do is close it up. We're going to put it to the side, and we're going to get some ribbon so we can make a bow. Now, I got got this ribbon from the dollar store. You use any ribbon that you have, and we're going to fold it over, and it's about 8 inches. When you're making your bow, depending on where you're going to place it, that's how you should decide how big or small you want your bow. So you can do a 6, you can do an 8, you can do a 12-inch bow. But what we're going to do right here is we're going to use all the ribbons. So we're going to fold it all over until we're completely out of ribbon. And once we're out of ribbon, we're going to go ahead and fold it over. So we have that middle right there. And then we're going to just take a little slit on both sides. So you can either use twine or ribbon or chenille stem to place inside to hold your ribbon together. So we're going to use a little piece of wire, and we're going to place that right in between. And we're just going to twist it off like that. And then we're going to start fluffing out our bow. Now, once we're done fluffing out our bow, we're going to go ahead and put that to the side, and we're going to get some picks. Now, I got these picks from Pop Shelf, and what we're going to do is we're going to place them together, and then we're going to use wire to attach them together. Now we're going to take the wire and attach the two stems together, and then we're just going to wrap the wire around to secure them together. I got these picks from Pop Shelf, and they were 70 cents. And once I have them attached, what I'm going to do is add a little hot glue to the back of them, and I'm going to use that to attach my bow on there. Right where that glue is, press right down and hold it together. I want to take some flower wire and wrap it around our bow and use that to attach it to our lantern. Now, you can get wire from the dollar store. They usually have it in the green, and when the holiday comes, they have it in the gold and the red. So definitely look out for that in the floral garden section, instead of buying it from one of the other stores where it's going to cost you a little more. But you can also use chenille stem or twine if you do not have the wire, and we're going to attach it right to the top of our lantern. And once I have our bow secure on top of our lantern, I'm going to take this little pumpkin and I'm just going to go ahead and attach it to our bow, and we are done with this DIY. Well, my loves, that is the end of our fun and easy fall DIYs. Now, I always say I hope I showed you something that you can use in your home as your own decor. You can switch up the colors. But the window pane, I think we can use that all season long. And for every season, I'm going to decorate the window pane. So if you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can go on this journey with us and be a part of our YouTube family. And if you're returning, you are truly appreciated. As we go into the holiday seasons, patience, 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 and kindness. Have a blessed day. Remember, it costs nothing to be kind. And we will see you in our next video. Bye for now.